do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice. Their genes have been spiced. They're Pinky and the Brain. Brain, 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 brain. Arf!
Years in the cage.
Yes. This is my friend, the Brain, and I am Pinky, and we are in disguise. And this morning, when the Brain was putting on his human disguise, he pulled a muscle just under his scapula. So I'm massaging him, and it's all, look, my hands, me too, just not touching him inappropriately. All right?
Narf.
So, of course, I'm Marc Morrell for ToonBarn. We're here at Keystone Comic Con in Philadelphia, the inaugural Keystone Comic Con, and I'm here with Rob Paulsen and Maurice LaMarche.
Yes, hello, I'm Rob, and this is my friend Mo.
Oh God, that's fantastic, Rob. Oh, hi guys, I'm Maurice LaMarche. You're magic, man.
That's fantastic. We take care of each other.
How long have we been doing this now? 25 years?
In fact, yesterday, I don't know when
it's 23 years, exactly.
Yesterday was the 25th anniversary of Animaniacs / Pinky and the Brain.
That's correct.
Pretty remarkable. Yeah. And I've had the pleasure of knowing Maurice before that.
We knew each other before that. We met on a show called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yes, and as soon as I forget who started it, but there was a moment where somebody did a Python sketch. One of us did a Python sketch, and the other one finished it. And we started bantering back and forth as Cleese and Palin.
And the Angels sung.
And it was like, I went, this is my kind of guy. Yeah. I got to hang out with this guy. Right. I love him. So
it was love. It was love at first nerve. Yes.
Pinky, or I shall have to hurt you.
Won't be the first time.
So the progression of starting with Animaniacs with Pinky and the Brain, and then getting their own show, and then going into like another version with the pet store.
Oh, yeah. It's an incredible experience. I've kind of run out of hyperbole, but it's the truth. It's difficult to explain how wonderful it is to not only to be able to work with one of your best friends in the world, but do something that brings so much joy to millions and millions and millions of people.
That's the thing. It's just knowing that. See, when we were doing the show in 1993, 94, we didn't know. We didn't know what it was going to. We didn't know that it was going to be anything at all. You do a dozen jobs, and you don't know which one's going to take. All we knew was we said after the very first episode of Pinky and the Brain, we turned and said, "God, those guys were fun.
Yeah.
I hope we get to do them again." But at that time, Tom Ruegger was just creating Animaniacs and just all these different interstitials, and we just didn't know if this was going to be one of the many things he was trying. And then it caught on. And then it became its own show. And then we still didn't know until we came to things like Comic-Cons. And we met people who came up to our tables and said, your show got me through a difficult time. Your show gave me a smile when my mother was dealing with cancer. I was being bullied and my only refuge was coming home and laughing with Pinky and the Brain. It was, and you just go, wow, we weren't just two knuckleheads in a studio trying to pay the rent. Yeah. We actually helped some people. I mean, we were two knuckleheads in a studio trying to pay the rent.
Yeah, we still are.
Yeah. But
no,
it's nice when it works and that it means something to folks.
Yeah, ditto. The overarching experience, and I've had the good fortune of speaking with you and your wife on several occasions, but every single time we get to do this, we ultimately go back to Los Angeles exhausted from saying thank you for 3 solid days. And how on earth do you quantify that sort of compliment to actors who, because we're not celebrities, we utterly get it. The characters are famous. Right. We don't draw them and we don't write them. But we are the ones.
We have the benefit of tremendous writing and great artists. It's just, we just get to give them voice.
We get the glory, and then that's the truth, and we do not take it lightly. But as Mo said, it's just knowing that there is a higher reason for doing what we did it is just a huge gift to us, especially when you get to be a bit older. It's just wonderful.
Do you know whose idea it was to get Pinky involved with a horse?
Well, first of all, it's a felony. But depending upon the lengths to which I am involved with the horse, I don't. I would say yes. No. I would say that's me all over him.
Yes.
I would presume it was one of the writers or Tom Ruger. I don't know who wrote the stories with respect to Farfig Newton, but you probably know more than I do.
Okay, so the song about meticulous history, can you guys do any part of that nowadays?
I don't remember any of it.
Meticulous analysis of history is not one of those that's in the lexicon. I can do the part of the parts of the brain song, the brainstem song. Neocortex, frontal lobe,
Brainstem.
hippocampus, neural node, right hemisphere,
Pons and cortex visual,
Brainstem.
Sylvian Fisher pineal, left hemisphere, cerebellum left, cerebellum right, synapse hypothalamus, striatum dendrite. Axon fibers matter gray,
Brainstem.
central tegmental pathway, temporal lobe, white core matter forebrain skull,
Brainstem.
central fissure cord spinal, parietal, diameter, meningeal vein, medulla oblongata and lobe limbic, microelectrodes, the brain. That ought to keep the little squirts happy. Yeah.
Oh, buddy, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with us. We really appreciate it.
We really enjoyed it, and I especially enjoyed the back rub. So,
And of course, Pinky and the Brain there's a panel that you guys are going to be in this afternoon.
What time is our panel?
4 o'clock, 4:15.
4:15 Philly time, yes.
Yeah. So we'll be there.
All right. Thank you, Narv, to all of you. And thank you, ToonBarn, for being so wonderful to us all these years.
Yes, when I take over the world, you shall be spared.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage. Get your hands together for Mr. Maurice LaMarche. And welcome to the stage, Mr. Rob Paulsen.
When you're a singer and you can sing in character, and then you get to work with Steven Spielberg and Tom Ruger, Maurice LaMarche, and Jess Harnell, you kind of go, wow, don't screw this up.
That almost sounds like one of your list songs.
Doesn't it sound?
Steven Spielberg, Tom Ruger, Jazz.
Right. And so it was in the...
Don't worry, he'll do the song later. There's no way to stop him from doing the song. With Pinky and the Brain, we did the one with where they're on Jeopardy. It's the first episode we ever recorded, where you were Alex Quebec.
Alex Quebec.
Yeah.
King's
And-
name Bouchouchou for 50, Alex.
And we just went, they were fun. Gosh, I hope they come back, you know, because we were just flinging a bunch of, you know, pasta noodles against the fridge to see what stuck. When I saw the brain, I saw that furrowed brow and those jolly cheeks, and I immediately thought of Orson Welles and thought, oh, they created this character for me.
He does bring his ego in it.
So I thought they're waiting for me to do Orson Welles, so it's the only thing I tried. And that's when Ruger and Romano et al. Went, that's the brain, now let's look for Pinky. Yeah.
We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. Do you really mean that?
Yes, we do, Chris Paul. We start about half sickly.
Don't you think you really want to say July over the snow? Isn't that the fun of it?
If you could make it almost when the show disappears, I think it would be much more.
I think it's so nice that you see a snow-covered field and see every July peas grow there. We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire. Look, I'm gaining weight as I do it. We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow. We're not even in the fields, you see. We're talking about them growing, and she's picked them. I don't understand you then. What must be over for July?
When we get out of that snowy field.
But I was out. We were onto a can of peas, a big dish of peas when I say July.
You are.
Yes, always.
That's where yes always comes from.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and degenerates from there. And ultimately he says, now, after he's done peas, and he's done beef, and he's done fish sticks,
Crumb
he
crisp
finally
pudding.
goes,
Now, what is it you want in your depths of your ignorance. What is it you want? Whatever it is you want, I can't deliver because I just don't see it.
That was absolutely fine. It really was.
It isn't worth it. No money is worth this. And he gets up and walks out of the studio. So that's the Orson that I'm channeling.
And it works perfectly in this context, obviously. And as you can imagine, just for a moment, put yourself in the position of Tom Ruger and all those folks auditioning. And Mo walks in and does that, and they just kind of look at each other and go, jackpot. And the rest is history, right?
I think they said crackpot, actually. But yes.
You guys have been doing something really fun at conventions for a while now. Tell us a little bit about Twisted Tunes, what you're doing tomorrow.
Twisted Tunes is something that our agent, Jeff Zanini, has packaged with us. And it is, we take a classic film script. This year, this tour, we're doing Rocky.
Yeah.
Because it's... And when we do those, we plug in our crazy animated characters or impressions that we do. So, you might just hear Inspector Gadget go, "I dig your locker, man!" Or something like that. So it's bizarre casting in a classic film script.
Or I might say, "You're gonna eat London and crap thunder!"
No!
Which I've done, and trust me, it's not a nice way to get through your life.
Yes. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. In this room at, I believe, 12:30, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow 12:30 in here.
In here.
Really fun,
So
you
tell your
guys.
friends.
And it got
spread
longer
word out
time, so we got
virally
90
out
minutes
there.
to play.
To
So
come
you
to
guys
the
can-
Twisted Tunes table read.
Great fun.
Yeah, and we'll have great fun with the script for Rocky. But it's Troy Baker, it's Rich Horvitz, it's Ray Delisle.
Ray Delisle.
It's you and me.
Richie Horvitz.
And Phil LaMarche.
Ah,
So
great
multi-voice people all. So we
Yeah.
have a huge selection of crazy characters to repopulate the script
Cavalcade
of.
of cartoon characters.
A smorgasbord of vocal diligence.
I often find myself on a different wavelength than my friends, so I love Pinky's non sequiturs. I feel like
Thank you. So-
that's part of my life coming out of the cartoon. And I was wondering what your favorite Pinkyisms were.
My favorite non sequitur? Well, what is your name, sir?
John.
John, would you ask me, Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, John. But if Jack's black and Betty's white, is Marvin gay? Why not? No. Thank you. What is your favorite, John?
Yeah, Brian, but me and Pippi Longstocking,
What do the children look like? I love that one. Thank you, buddy.
Did you ever-
All right, so here we go. Fire up your cameras. Here we go. And there's a little song that goes like this. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, Memphis, Guyana, Barbados, and Guam, Norway, and Sweden, and Iceland, and Finland, and Germany now in peace, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece, Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran, there's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait, and Bahrain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, and Denmark, and Spain, India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, and Tibet, Indonesia, the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, then Borneo, and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana. But wait, there's more. Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Liberia, Egypt, Benin, Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, and Mali, Sierra Leone, and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Myanmar, and Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Greek, Mauritania, Albania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan. Thanks, Philly.
As of today, Pinky and the Brain are officially 25 years old.
Happy birthday to you.